So, new patch. Balance adjustment. Hound experience required for rank up 450 to 700. So it's like a lot more experience required. This is actually, I said in my last YouTube video at the start that I was expecting them to only change this, don't change the statistics. And I think it's a very good change. Because I don't think the Hound is like that good. Or it is good. It's pretty versatile, flexible unit, but it's just leveled way too fast, so you could have like level 4 hounds very easily and then you can just kill everything with them. And then the abuse changes, so this unit has been like complete garbage, like actual garbage. It dies to like a level 2 marksman, whereas a war factory will tank the enemy whole board. So, which one will I buy? A useless unit or a war factory? So they are changing the upkeep cost from 200 to 150. Okay, it's good, but I think it's also kind of weird that they are having this Titan unit class and all of them have a different upkeep. It's kind of weird. I think they should remove the whole upkeep mechanic, maybe redesign the units a little bit. I don't like it. I think the upkeep cost means that the unit is like too powerful for its cost. That's happening with the war factory a lot. People don't use the actual factory to do anything, just put a level 2 factory with armor in front of your army because it's like way too powerful for what it costs, and then you use it for one round, so the upkeep doesn't matter. Okay, so they are efficient maintenance is costing from 200 to 150. Okay. Vertical sweep cost 250 to 200. So I think this technology is completely useless. Like most of the time the horizontal sweep is actually better, and I think this had like 30% attack more, but to me when I tested it, this feels like a nerf to the whole unit. It's kind of weird. Then wreckage recycling price from 200 to 150. I think this is a useless technology. Like it would seem that you need a melting point to counter this unit. And if the enemy has a melting point, then this technology is kinda useless. But the unit is so bad that it actually dies to like a level 2 marksman. So I don't know. I think this technology is kind of weird on this particular unit. But you can easily snipe the tower or not. No, you can't. We are talking about the vertical sweep, so it only works if there's like a fang right in front of the tower. If it's like 2 squares off the tower, it doesn't work. So it's just if your enemy is so like doesn't know about it, then you can maybe snipe the tower. And photon coating price from 200 to 150. I don't think photon coating is that good with this unit. Like it doesn't have enough hit points to tank like a melting point, like a war factory sometimes does. So it's like a backline unit. So when the fight starts, the photon, or when units are targeting this unit, the photon coating is already over, right? The effect of disintegration has been adjusted to bombards enemy ground units within a 250 meter radius every 15 seconds, causing them to lose 30% of the current HP and reducing their movement speed by 40 for 5 seconds. Okay, this seems very interesting. This might be really good against aggressive strategies. We'll have to see what the effect actually does when we see the patch. Overlord range from 115 to 120 and attack debuff 4%. Okay, so the boat is this is a big buff in my opinion. So they're buffing the boat. I think boat is like situationally very good. And Sako says boat chains sound scary maybe. Launcher put boat 5 meters behind a sledge. Okay, so you can go sledge front line with boat with only launcher overload, right? That used to be the case with the like very old aerial specialist when it still had range buff and it was super strong. So this is interesting. Maybe I need to put launcher overload on my boat if that is the case. And the launcher is also good with the hounds, right? Without this change even. Yeah, seems pretty interesting. Phantom Ray attack 5% buff. Yeah, I think Phantom Ray is very hard to use as a carry unit because its missiles can be intercepted. And if you go to burst mode, you don't have any chaff clear, so I don't know. Fine buff, but I don't think it changes anything. Sabertooth attack plus 5%. Well, this is like a late game stuff. I think the Sabertooth has more than enough attack in the early game. So this is like when the enemy matches your sabers with like Fortress or multi-melters or something. So now you can combat them better. With double shot you can actually kill something. Good change, I think, because the Sabertooth, it's like a super heavy tempo unit. It doesn't scale very well into the late game. Maybe like here you can use it a little bit more. Variant, improved melting point. No longer increases attack. Increased range change from 20 to 10. Card level decreased from level 2 to level 1. Okay, this is a good change. But it's kinda weird. Because it's do you pick this? Maybe against like giant specialist. Maybe if you wanna go multi-melter. I think even though the improved melting point was pretty toxic card, I think it served a purpose. Like it actually gave you direction. Like this, it seems pretty bland, like boring, right? Even though it's like a good balance change. But at this point, maybe they should just remove the card. I don't know. It's still pickable though. I'm not saying that. Specialist change. All specialists who grant units will now unlock the corresponding units at round 1. So if you are like a Rhino specialist, you get Rhino unlock round 1. If you are Giant specialist, you don't get the Giants unlocked round 1, right? It's pretty interesting. I hate the Farseer though. Now we are gonna see more Farseers. But this is a huge buff, I think, especially for a Typhoon specialist and Badger specialist, especially. Yeah, I would think I would buy a lot of Badgers round 2. But the Farseer, I think it's kind of stupid. The Farseer might be pretty strong. Like imagine round 2 Farseer. It's just gonna kill the enemy whole board, right? Oh my god. And the Rhino, it's interesting. But Rhino is kinda easily countered. So if you go like early Rhino, the enemy has some kind of like steel balls ready for your round 4 Rhino. So I don't think that is very good. Unless you get like redeployment or something. But like round 2 Farseer seems very good. I don't know about this patch. I think The Hound change is really good. It's something I would have made myself. The Abyss seems like, unless this disintegration is something crazy, I don't think this changes anything. And the boat buff is interesting with the Sledgehammer frontline. Nothing else really mattered. Happy that the improved Melter got nerfed, and I think this specialist is overall pretty bad for the game, I mean, because of the Farseer. Farseer is still a unit you don't buy, I think. Well, I don't know. I think you can have 2 Farseers. Do you disagree? Like, I would imagine round 2 Farseer is really strong. Then you just like skip the Phoenix and transition into Giants later on when you get the drop, right? They own off drops, but I'm always selling them soon. Yeah. So am I. But they perform very well. It's a very good gateway to Giants. And the early Farseer just kills everything, right? We shall see. I think the Farseer will be super strong. Issue correction. Fix the issue where the Abyss has a small probability of causing all other units to a sudden death. What? Well, I guess this is a nerf to the Abyss after all, this whole patch. Fix some display errors. Okay, I think interesting. Nice patch. Abyss was secretly OP. Yeah. It seems so. So back to Mechabellum. And let's buy the speed for good measure. So what does... Oh. How does it go? Instantly failed the beacon. Oh my god. So it doesn't do anything at the start, right? Oh my god. What the fuck does it even do? But let's not troll the beacon again. Let's do it like this. So 250. This is 100. So the radius should be like fucking here, right? So it should hit everything. Why did it stop? What the fuck? Is it stuck on the tower or something? Did I misposition the beacon? Oh my god. No, it still stops. It moves very slowly. Yeah, it stops to shoot, right, or something. Something very weird is happening with it. And this is... I can't see a difference to the previous disintegration. This is just the exact same, right? But it's like 15 seconds instead of 30. And they lose less health, and now they lose movement speed. But it's not a good unit because it's bugged with the beacon. Like, this is a unit you wanna beacon around. In a situation like this, I feel like. I wonder if they buff the missiles without saying anything. Sometimes they do that. Should we test it? Because the targeting was awful. Like, I think 200 meter range. So last time I used this, all the missiles missed actually. Well, a couple one hit steel balls for some reason, even though that was not the target.